Hi guys, thank you for joining us at Bafta Kids. I'm a huge fan of the show and I'm so pleased that I've got the chance to talk to you both. Billy, can you tell me a bit about the show?
Yes, so it's a prequel to Oliver Twist, and it's about a boy called Jack Dawkins and how he becomes the Artful Dodger.
Before you, I was just a boy who nicked stuff.
No!
Now,
Dawkins!
I'm a legend.
I can imagine Dodger's a very fun character to play as well, but what attracted you to the part?
Oh, everything really. He's got a bit of everything, He's a bit mischievous, he's good with his hands, he's good at pickpocketing. But what I think the show does is that it shows the emotional side to the Artful Dodger, because you don't really see that in the others. It's all, comedy and laughing. But yeah, you see the emotional side. He's got a very kind heart, and I love playing that the most as well.
So what if you wasn't cast as Dodger? Is there any other character that you'd like to play or like the characteristics of?
Good question. It's got to be Polly. It's got to be Polly. You know why? That fringe. I need to put that fringe in.
Oh yeah, everyone needs to have the fringe for at least a day. I feel
we need that fringe.
Yeah.
So Ellie, Dodger is one of your first acting roles, and how did you feel when you was cast as the part?
Oh, when I got sent the audition, I was like, oh, please, can I get this one? Please, can I get this one? Because these characters are iconic. And my character's brand new from the minds of Reese and Lucy, and I love that as well. But when I got cast, I just felt so lucky to be in a production with characters that I loved for so long and that are so iconic. So I was absolutely thrilled.
So Polly is described as street smart and savvy and looks a great character to play. But can you tell me a bit more about her?
So Polly's described as being Fagin's little soldier, because Fagin knows if he says, Polly, do this, she'll go out and she'll do it, and she'll do it with the least faffing around possible. She don't like faffing about. She's also really tough. We've seen a bit of her tough side in the first 5 episodes, but in the next 5, you really see just how tough Polly can be.
Hope you're not too sentimental about those teeth of yours.
So you've got some really well-known actors in there, such as Christopher Eccleston, who plays Fagin. Has he or anyone else given you some really good tips?
I'll be honest, what I found most helpful was watching someone like Chris just on set, just watching him, because he's been in the industry 40 years. He's got so much experience.
Wow.
Everything he does is informed by his experience. So it was brilliant just to watch people like him and David and all the guest cast. It was great.
Did you get time to rehearse together before the first day on set?
Yeah, we did. We rehearsed in London and Manchester.
It was more of like getting to know each other, making sure, improvising bits of the script and stuff. And Chris popped in for a few days. Sam C. Wilson, who plays Bill Sykes, popped in. We met David for the first time. It was good fun, wasn't it?
So did you get trained by anyone special to help you with your pickpocketing skills?
Yeah, well, we did. We did have a little bit of a workshop with Lucy Montgomery, the writer. And what she used to do, she used to put like a jacket on or something, and then she put napkins all in her pockets. And it was like the first day, so we were all getting to know each other, and we basically we had to try and steal the napkins without her knowing. So one had to distract, and then we had to steal it. But I might have been the best at that one, I think.
We are pickpockets. Oi! We've got a thief.
Thank you.
So as you said, Lucy Montgomery and Rhys Thomas are the writers of Dodger, and both appear in the show. But what was it like working alongside of them?
Oh, they're brilliant. Rhys is the most charismatic, enthusiastic person I think I've ever met. And he loves this show so much. And they were both so lovely all the time. They really encouraged improvising. And if we had any ideas, we were more than welcome to share them. And they are brilliant to work with them too.
They were so good. Just, amazing working with people like that. I remember, if there was any idea, we said, oh, well, what about, could we do this? You go, yeah, let's try it and see how it goes. And then maybe it would get added in the script. So it was so great to work on it. It was amazing.
Does it take long to put on the character's makeup, or do they just send you outside and roll a man in the mud for a bit?
That would have been easier, I think.
Yeah.
Mine started off at 45 minutes to get the wig, the tattoos and all the dirt, but we got it down to about 20 minutes by the end. But poor Billy had to dye his hair every day for the first 2 months of the shoot.
Yeah, I did. They wanted my hair darker and they wanted me more dingy. So what they do is that Reese went, can we dye his hair like this? And they went, Billy? And I went, oh, all right. So they had to dye it like, I think it was dark brown. And then they had to paint the eyebrows a bit more dark brown, or otherwise, otherwise my eyebrows would look different colour. But yeah, it was just, they do it in the morning and they did it so well. It would take about 20 minutes, all of it together. And then, yeah, at the end of the day, which was the annoying bit, I had to wash my hair every day and then wash my eyebrows and then do the teeth. But sometimes when I used to get back at the flat, I used to go, oh, I'm just going to go to sleep and just come back the next morning. Then I have to do it.
So Dodger is set in the 1830s, and I absolutely love all the old-fashioned costumes and props. And I was wondering if it was fun experiencing a different era.
Yeah.
I thought so, because in real life, you know, we're not knocking about in the outfits that Dodger and Polly wear. No one is now. So it's nice to experience that for a few months. And even the teeth, you know, we might not love putting them on, but it really it's fun for a few months, isn't it?
It was.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah. What was the beginning? They remember when they were planning all the costumes. Remember we saw it on the sketches. I remember seeing the sketches.
That was
of
so
the costumes.
good.
It was so, because we were looking at these costumes like, oh my god, you know, that's gonna be my costume. And they changed it up so much. So we put one first costume on, and I had a big red jacket on.
Oh yeah,
They
we had to test loads of different stuff, didn't we?
A bit too much like The Greatest Showman. Let's slim it down a bit. So they slimmed it down a bit, and they made it black. And yeah, and they changed everyone's costume. It was just, yeah, it was so good.
Even things like when guest stars had come in, like the one I remember the most is Colin McFarlane and Tim Downey, who played Mr. Canker, and Henry Fox Talbot, coming in and having chops put on, like big Victorian chops. And I'd never seen them before, so I used to thought, oh, that's how they look. My chop shaving. No, it's all pretend. People getting beards and tashes put on. It's brilliant.
So when other characters are filming and you're not in the scene, do you have time, like free time, or do you have time to catch up on schoolwork?
Oh, don't talk about it, Gracie. Don't. It's awful. No, it's not. You know, it's schoolwork. You got to do it. You know, it's good to learn and that. But this lucky girl, she used to sit around. You know, she used to have a nice nap now and then. What I had to do, tutoring in a bus, maths, physics, all of it. And she used to have a nice nap, and I used to come back and she used to be like, oh, I've had my nice nap. And we go back on the set.
Yeah, I'd finished school by the time we started filming. So, but luckily, a lot of the shoot happened in the summer holidays. So then Billy was allowed to join in nap time. And we'd all have a lot of fun in between takes. But yeah, while school was on, Billy, Abby, and Mila all had to go off and sit in the bus.
So guys, have you got any good acting tips for people like me who want to go into acting?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, okay, good tips. Got any good tips, Els?
I'd say probably the biggest one is don't worry what you look like, because I know a lot of people who want to get into acting, but they're worried about looking too cool or whatever. You'll regret that, because sometimes you've got to make yourself look a little bit silly, and the outcome is marvelous. Best example, Billy dressed as Brocy for an hour of television in episode 3 of Dodger. So sometimes looking a little bit silly really pays off.
Yeah, it's just,
it makes it a bit more fun.
Be yourself. Just be very natural. You know, be
chill.
yourself. Don't try and, you know, be someone else, or just be you. And, you know, if you want to do it, just you go and try really hard. It's like anything.
Oh look, it's the police!
So I'd love a chance to appear in a show like Dodger. So I'm going to get into character and give you 4 impressions, and all you have to do is tell me who I am, all right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it.
Okay,
We got this.
Right, so the first one. I'll see if I can rustle up grub and bandages for you.
Oh, it's gotta be. Hey, no, are we doing a competition? Are we doing like little buzzers? We're doing little buzzers.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna beat you now, Els. I'm beating you.
Okay.
Right,
So we've got to buzz in. Okay.
Okay, next one.
That was Charlie, though, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah, let's
Yes,
try.
definitely, yeah.
Right, I'm buzzing
Right.
in.
We'll have to call you something else. A
No,
different name.
No thanks.
no. Fagin.
Oh,
Come
no.
on.
I thought it was the
Get out of
Brocy
here,
line.
Els. Get out.
I thought it was the Brocy line. We can't call you Dodger. We have to call you something else. No.
Yeah, that's Fagin.
I'm not too sentimental about those teeth of yours.
Oh, Polly.
Yeah, well done.
That was a good impression. You sounded very much like me there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Before you, I was just a boy.
Dodger. The one and only Dodger.
I think it was really good though, really fast. So guys, thank you so much for talking to me. I've had a lovely time hearing about such an amazing show, and I wish you both well. I've been Gracie Gosling, presenting for Bafta Kids. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.